used it on the last stream as well. So it's pretty good. So basically today, I'm literally going to be hanging out, answering questions. Obviously, the super chats get number one because of the generosity, but also when you talk about the ZR1X and some other car news, and then tomorrow I'm going to try to make a video about the new ZR1X. I'm going to try my very best to get that going. So we shall see. Spam calls. Thoughts on collector car feed? I think they make funny videos, and they honestly have a lot of valid opinions too. I mean, I get it. Like when they talk about like pricing and stuff like that, I usually side with their opinion, honestly, most of the time, because I'm definitely on the side of I don't think that a lot of these older cars should be as expensive as they are, and I think that pretty much lines up with a lot of it. I'm gonna pop open a cold one for the boys and whatever girls are in here, but probably not. I haven't driven the Colorado, but I've driven the GMC above it. It was a nice. I liked it. Was you since grade? Oh, crazy! The character. Yeah, the story. I remember that. I remember that. That was a good time. That was a good time. Like I remember making that video as literally a video to fill in the week, right? And then so many people remember that video. So it's pretty cool. Your mic keeps breaking up every now and then. I appreciate that. I wonder if it's something to do with my software. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to try that. Do I sound any better? Let me know. I just changed a setting, so maybe that'll help. Fellow hip hop head, just want to say it's 40 here and leave YouTube on sleep mode. Thanks, man. Yeah, for a lot of people, they don't really realize that this suburb kid really likes like 90s hip hop. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. What's the best your favorite personalized license plate you had or seen? I saw one today that had Batmobile, but it was on like the most base model BMW 3 Series, and it was just black and it had the sticker Batman stickers all over it. That's just the first thing that comes to mind today, and I was like, that's not what Gotham needs right now. Thought you were going to do a vlog inside Blue Jay-Z. I could probably do that pretty soon. I gotta get a cable for my screen. Otherwise, I don't have any information on it now. So I've been driving it completely blind, like temperature-wise and everything. So I have to get the Link ECU cable to give me the readings on the screen. So other than that, I'm just, it's one of those things. Are you coming to Florida anytime soon? Actually, possibly. Probably within a month or two, because I have some car reviews lined up that they're buttoning up their cars, and we've talked about it for a long time, and they're in the home stretch, so I'll be there. K-Swap Honda Fit, count me in. Here's my email. Hit me up. Oh, I don't know why it's, there we go. Oh, Mike, believe it or not, I did a Hawaii Oahu car culture video almost 10 years ago now. It was one of my favorite videos I've ever done. Absolutely loved it. I want to go back so bad. But man, flights have gotten so expensive. That's the only reason. It's like the only reason why I haven't traveled more lately. It's just the flights have gotten atrocious. Oh, by the way, as a tradition, if you've never ever streamed with me before, I post you guys on the gram saying hello. So I'm gonna ask you guys to say hello in the chat, and we can promote, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1, say hello. I'm waiting. We're gonna let that chat go. Viewer, I promise I'm gonna get to your super chat. Hey, we are on stream. Come hang. It's a good time. Okay, now I'm going to take that video and then post it on the story. And then it's going to be a good time. Please hold. By the way, I want to thank everybody who has dropped by the stream so far. Seriously, these are really fun, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of them. So I appreciate it, and I am almost done. I promise. Almost there. And the super chat viewer, I promise I will answer that immediately. We live, baby. All right, now I will get the link. Okay, boom. We are done. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. Okay. I am going to do viewers. I'm going to do, okay, viewer. For NA Daily, would you go with a Gen 3 MT82 or a Gen 4? Used market, the Gen 4s are going for 39 to 43K. Gen 3 roughly 35 to 40K. Ooh, viewer, that is a fantastic question. You know, that's really tough. I think if you're gonna track it all the time and like go crazy with it and drive it hard, and you don't want to think about it as much, I would get the Gen 3. But if you want to drive something every day, really enjoy it, be really comfortable, I think that little extra cash is worth it. The interior is nicer, it drives smoother, something newer, right? It's a nicer interior, but overall they drive very similar. The Gen 4 has sharper steering and stuff like that, so it's really up to you. But the Gen 3 I would use more as a project car. The Gen 4 I would use as a daily driver. I think that's, yeah, that seems like about right. I'm going to keep going to the next super chat. Mark, do you think there's a car culture in Russia? And if there is, would you ever venture there to cover it? Well, here's the issue. If honestly, like, how do I say this? I would say if I wasn't American, I know that sounds kind of weird. I think it would be easier to like justify to maybe go. And also pre-2022, pre-February 2022, before the invasion happened, right? Maybe. Big fat maybe, right? But there's definitely a car culture there. I mean, there was a YouTube channel called Drag Times. I think it was called Drag Times, right? It was something like that. It's not the American Drag Times. It was a Russian channel called Drag Times, I think. Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. Drag Times RE_ Drag Times info. That's what it was. Yeah, there was a ton of drag racing. There was a ton of drag racing on that. Absolutely. Pretty wild stuff. But no, that was a great question. I love like that kind of stuff. So thank you for that question. Hi, Resby. Oh, hi, Jordan. Everyone come to TDIB Tandem Trials, formerly Dudekana, happening this weekend. Yes, if you are in the Southeast, I'm telling you it's going to be an amazing time. I'm doing a video shoot. It's going to be basically a private track day. It's going to be amazing. 2 drift cars racing each other around obstacle courses. It's going to be so much fun. Think of it like the Grassroots Hyperdrive. Remember that Netflix show? It's like the most bare bones version of that, but you get to actually come see it. So if you would like to come, it's at Caffeine Octane Linear Raceway. So Jordan, thank you for that super chat. That was so nice of you. Thank you. Roach RC. I've always wanted to do auto YouTube after doing RC car racing for so long. Do you think having a following in one discipline would help build another? That's a great question, because what I've noticed is the RC community and the car community are very tight knit. Like, you could go to a car show and there's a bunch of RC cars there, or if you go to an RC car show, there's a bunch of car guys there, right? It's like this really interesting crossover. I mean, seems pretty obvious, but I get it. The RC stuff, I think it would be how you would present it, and you'd have to have a hook, right? You'd have to build some kind of RC car that was crazy or very different or affordable. Like, I built the cheapest RC car in the world using eBay parts or Temu parts or whatever, right? Like, think of something that would make somebody click that when you build these RC cars, rather than I have a cool RC car. So I definitely think there's potential there, but I'm not that knowledgeable on the RC car scene. But other than that, I'm trying to think of it as an average YouTube viewer, right? So if I'm scrolling the recommended tab, what's going to hook me, right? So, been crazy. Any second channel vids coming up, Mark? Yeah, I am going to take my Dakar rally video and put it on the second channel. Because I just didn't feel like it was going to do good on ThatDudeinBlue. So I'm going to do it that way. And I can use a different title, right? I can say American goes to Saudi Arabia or something like that, right? It doesn't have to be super car oriented. So that's what's going to be nice. What it do? All right, waiting on the next one. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely not shocked that people have started RC channels, because it is another branch of the tree, I guess you could say. Jordan, that sounds sick, dude. Yeah, I would. My friend Henry's from there. He has an IS 300, and he knows the whole car scene up there, so he could probably help me out. Of course it's a blue Red Bull. Are you really that shocked? Are you really? Let's be honest here. You know, I'm going to ask the chat, what do you think of the new ZR1X that Chevy decided to drop on all of us? Absolutely crazy. We'll get back to Q&A, but we'll take this very quick tangent, because it's pretty obvious what it is. So, I mean, it's barbaric, dude. Present here. Let's take a look, shall we? I mean, look at this. 1,250 horsepower. 1,250. That is absolutely crazy. I'll do a little video on my thoughts on it tomorrow, but I just kind of wanted to touch base about it. Car Driver just did this really great article on it. Yeah, that's the ZR1's engine. I got to see that engine out of the car when I went to the unveil. I didn't get to drive the ZR1 though, and I'm so sad about it. Not salty, I'm sad. But God, that thing is menacing looking, isn't it? Oh wow, it didn't even show up. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even have it on the screen. Look at that. That's what I was trying to share. I apologize, guys. So yeah, 2026 Chevy Corvette ZR1X hybrid. So it's obviously the E-Ray up front, and then the twin turbos in the back, which is just diabolical. And what I was saying was this: the blue cover, that's how you can get the dead giveaway of like the ZR1's engine. And I love the interior. I might be biased to the color, you know what I'm saying? But pretty incredible. I love the wing and everything is so crazy, man. Unreal. We back. Okay, back to Mr. KD. Thank you for the super chat. I'm coming back to ATL this fall. Is there going to be a little round of Cosmic Drift? Would love to shoot with some of you and Hunter. Absolutely. It is. I will go ahead and put the dates down for you. Drift 3 is, so you can screenshot this if you want. This goes for everybody, by the way. You should definitely go. I totally screwed that up. There we go. Okay, but Katie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Okay, I am going down here. No, I really don't think Cadillac is going to build anything supercar like, personally. The last time I was at a Cadillac event, they were very, very, very stern on that. Unfortunately, they're like, this is the Blackwing. They're like, this is the last combustion Cadillac. This is the last one. It's the last one. They said it over and over and over again. It was pretty crazy. So I don't think so. Maybe an electric car, but yeah, what do you guys think it's going to be priced at, the ZR1X? Let's say no dealer markups. Let's say no dealer in a perfect world. In a perfect world. I did figure out the steering binding on the 240SX. Thank you for asking. It was some of the material hitting the front bumper, and at the same time, just some suspension tuning. We fixed that up. I'm going to put a different rack in it. I don't like the steering rack that's in it. It's kind of on and off, so I'm going to put a nicer rack in it. Viewer, thank you so much for the super chat again, man. 2012 to 2019 was peak time for car YouTube. Ooh, he's gaslighting all of you. He is telling all of you to be nostalgic. I'm curious what chat's gonna say. Let's see what they say. Honestly, what year do you think was the best year of automotive YouTube ever? And look, it could be the future. I'm not saying it's gone or anything. I'm just saying, what is the most like nostalgic year you guys feel? I'm very curious to see what you guys say, because we have a big age group in my YouTube channel, right? It's like 18 to like 45. It's huge. So 17, interesting. 2021, okay. 2016, 14, 18. You like the current climate? Okay. Yeah, no, the builds are the craziest they've ever been. That's for sure. I know a lot of people have told me 18 over the years. 15. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm super nostalgic for 2015. Like, that is one of my favorite career years for sure. Just so many cool things happened that year. Cool cars came out. I got to go to my first racing school. I got to go, I started the 240 build. I drove a supercar my first time. It was just an awesome year. That was a great year for me, for sure. Ooh, Driver 61. That's a really good informative channel for sure. You know what's funny though? Like 2016 for me was a really hard year. I remember 2016 being one of the most stressful years of my life because I moved to Atlanta. I had a bunch of crap happen. It was a hard year. And Smurf broke its very first time. I couldn't do vlogs. It was just like, what am I going to do? You know, I didn't know anybody in town yet. It was tough. 17, I felt like I kind of came back around. I felt pretty good. Viewers back with another super chat, man. Thank you. Watching since 17 years old and currently 28. 2015 was a peak S550 release. That's very, very true. Very true. S550 release was a big, big deal. I'm getting so many freaking spam calls, guys. Oh, I still have to freaking enable my Aura account. That's right. I was sponsored by Aura. So if you want a code for Aura, I have one. It's what gets you to stop emails and stuff. Okay, so but anyway, yeah, that was an amazing time for Ford. I call that the Ford Renaissance. You had S550, GT350, the Ford Performance Racing School Academy, the Octane Academy. You had, give me a second, the Ford Fiesta ST, the Focus ST. Like, they were just killing it, dude. Absolutely killing it. Raphael, I can do nostalgia. I drove my brother's Boss Rio 2 in 1978. He wins. Raphael wins. He wins. Oh, wow. It's like pouring down rain outside, guys. It's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Son, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Oh, we met our super chat goal. So I'm going to do a rapid fire Q&A after I finish these two. And it doesn't have to be a super chat. I'm going to do like a rapid fire for like a minute. I'm going to say it as fast as possible. Isn't it funny? 30 years ago, kids hanging out in parking lots and our slow cars was the devil. Now we got takeovers, stolen car high-speed live streams. You're absolutely right. That's why I made that video the other day about like the swimmers or the whatever they call it, you know, up in New York, and I'm just shocked that they still haven't been all arrested. It's crazy to me. If they were in Georgia, they would have been to jail a long time ago. GSP don't play. But thank you for the super chat, son. Nate Z, thank you for the super chat. Would you ever host a car rally type event? Meet with viewers in the smoky other roads? That's a great idea, Nate Z. I don't know if I could. I would definitely have to hire a team, you know, to help me with that for sure. But it's definitely, I definitely would think about doing something very simple. I don't think it'd be cross country. I think it'd just be like, hey, let's go do this one thing or go do this other thing. Because Rob Ferretti, you know, who runs Adventure Drives, does an amazing job at that. And I could never, without all the help he has, do what he does. But that's on a whole different level, right? But if it's just like us going somewhere, it'd be great. So, okay. The goal was achieved of the super chats, number one. So this time around, I'm going to start it again. And I'll blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a 1 minute rapid fire, 1 to 3 minutes, just to get my words out. So if you have a question, I will try to do as many as possible. So go for it. I'm going to wait for the chat to load in. Favorite Coyote or Mustang engine in general? The Coyote engine and the Predator engine. Which Volkswagen's your favorite? Golf R. How often do you get to Helen GA? A lot. I love it there. How often do you get to Helen? Okay, favorite song you've used in a car review? There was a Skrillex remix I got cleared to use years ago for Kevin's The Four Banger production Integra. I loved that song. That was one of my favorites I did. Thoughts on Subway? It's all right if he doesn't need something. You know, I get a steak and cheese there. Favorite BMW? Oh, no. Ooh, that's so tough. I'll say E36 overall. ZR1X, amazing, and they were so brave to do that like that. Favorite Camaro? 5th gen. Who's your favorite YouTube friend? Oh, I can't do that. I have a lot of great YouTube friends, but I relate to the 1320 guys probably the most. I-83, 2-liter EcoBoost, 616. I would do the 2-liter EcoBoost. Have you ever come to Indy or Chicago? I went to Indy for Fat House Performance GT350. Chicago? No, believe it or not. One of the only major cities I haven't been to. Smurf is not fixed. GT3 manual. Can you host a meet in Helen? Yeah, probably. Dodge Charger generation is your favorite. Probably the most recent one. Most famous person in your phone? T-Pain. Easy. Most important piece of equipment you use? My Canon R6. Can you thoughts on Stubby Jeep 392? I don't know too much about it. Can you see yourself getting an electric car? Giving an image sign? No. Favorite European car overall? I love the RS3. It comes to mind, but Porsches are amazing too. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna finish these last 4. Best Monster flavor. Cayman. Have you ever wanted to Coyote swap New Edge Mustang? Yes. Review a semi? Maybe. YouTuber you look up to? Ooh. That'll be the one I cut off for now, and then we'll do another round of super chats because my voice is gonna go. YouTuber I look up to? That's an amazing question. I looked up to Matt Farah and Raffaretti. Right, they were like the blueprint for me. I looked up to them so much to be like, oh, like you can do this as a job online. They were probably who I really looked up to. When I met Ferretti the first time, I was starstruck. It was like one of the only times in my whole life I've been starstruck. Mango Loco, that was the one I was thinking of. I love that one. Okay, so, all right. Oh, hey, Maki, good to see you, man. No, you didn't miss much. We started about 30 minutes ago. Okay, so we're gonna go back to me pacing myself with the questions. But thank you guys. I appreciate that. That was intense. That was really intense. I ordered. I was gonna order a new microphone, so I apologize if this doesn't sound very good, but it just didn't show up. So my bad, guys. I think what I'll do one time, I'll do a stream where I just do that for like 30 minutes and then I'll make a video out of it. That'd be pretty funny. Stream is kind of lagging for a second. Give me one sec. Marcus, it depends on the date. Maybe. Don't want to make a false promise. But that's cool that you got engaged there, man. I have driven a 3-rotor. I can link that if you'd like. There you go. There's the video. Got to drive my first Coyote engine car in a Bullet Mustang, and now I understand the new Supra is. Yeah, man, it's hard to beat that engine. A lot of people know that I'm a stan for the Coyote engine, but it's treated me the best. It's treated me the best out of everything. Jacob, that's a great question. The South and the Midwest, I could kind of blend together. Like, really nice people overall. You could talk to pretty much anybody for the most part. Car taste is a little hit and miss. I mean, like, Florida has definitely a higher dollar taste, I've noticed, overall. Like, because you have more exotics and stuff like that. Georgia is a good mix of... That's why I love Georgia. It's like every car scene combined into one place. Midwest has tons of drag racing. That's kind of what I associate with it. West Coast is how do I get past the emissions test? Like, that's what it seems to be a lot of the times. A lot more cosmetic over performance, I usually see. The New England and New York scene, New England in particular, like Boston and stuff like that, lots of Euro cars. That was my last experience. Like, everybody I met there drove a Euro car. And then New York, it's like one of those things I had to have like an in. You know what I mean? To like get to know people and get to know their groups and stuff. But no, I went to AutoCon years ago when that was a thing, and everybody was super chill that I talked to. I'm letting chat load. I just got my first follower on Kick, boys. Let's celebrate. I'm multi-streaming right now. Whoa. There's thunder outside. What would be your dream Mustang? 2017 GT350R. That is a great one. That is a great choice. Can never deny that choice. Ever. Could never. You do an amazing review on people's cars. How do you get in touch with people? Most of the time, it is them reaching out to me, believe it or not. I rarely ask people. The only time I ever ask people is if I'm just like, I'm like itching at the bit. Like, I'm like, I never say, may I drive? I always say, can I film? And then I let them decide if they let me drive it or not. Because I'm just like, I love the car. I love the car. I love the car. Like, please. So that's usually how it goes. Man, a bunch of homies just come in this stream and then they leave immediately. They're just not like us. Oh no! I just heard bum 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 bum. MR2 was overlooked. I don't know. I think the MR2 community is like super loyal. Like I'm a fan of it. I like the MR2 a lot. I think it's a really fun car. The Spider was overlooked. People did not give that car a chance, and man, I think it's a great car. Is it worth building the KA24? Ooh, if you build it like, excuse me, if you build it like this, I will send you the video. The best I've ever seen these things get built. I know, it's been a while. Hold on, this is program. Thank you for everything. Lost everyone in my life the last 2 months. I just can't do it. I want to prove of my existence somewhere. Well, nah, Trey, man. I know it doesn't really help no matter what I say, but we all go through some really hard times. In fact, I just mentioned it earlier that in 2016, that was easily one of my hardest years ever. And I had no friends. I had nobody that year. It was extremely tough, but I know it's cliche, but it gets better. Everyone here in this chat knows that you exist. So everybody help Trey out, man. You always need to reach out if you're feeling that way. You always need to reach out to someone, even if it's anonymous strangers, man. Yeah, good luck to you, buddy. And seriously, I mean that. AB Monty 21, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey David, a while ago I asked if you wanted to review my 2014 Acura TL. I sent you an email wondering if you got and still interested. If yes, reply to the last one I sent. Yes, I am still interested. I just have to dig it up, man. I think I'm at, you know what? I'm going to see where I'm at right now. Hold on. I have 20,816 emails unread right now. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So I'll just have to search through it. I'll just have to do it, man. One sec. But yes, once again, if I do not reply to an email, please do not take it personally. I still love you. Like it's not the issue, I promise. Ooh. If you could race for any F1 team, I think right now you would be crazy not to pick McLaren right now because they have the best car. But it's always been like I would never take the Red Bull #2 seat. Ever, 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 ever. Like, no. Like, that thing is cursed. Or they just don't care about it. You know what I mean? Number one way to end a career immediately. I'm not even a McLaren stan. I'm just saying right now they have probably the best car. Ferrari strategy was just so frustrating to watch. Um, Mercedes, Kimi Antonelli's doing really good. I don't follow Pikes Peak that close, but it looks like it's gonna be amazing. Trey, you're not. You're okay, buddy. You're totally fine. You got people here talking to you, man. You're okay. Do you think any hot hatches will make a comeback like the Chevy Sonic? I don't know. I think since so many companies are like no more combustion, blah blah blah, or like cars, I think the closest we have right now is like the Golf R and the Corolla GR, Type R, right? Um, I guess we do have hot hatches, but those are like American. I see what you're saying. Sorry about that. No, like yeah, American hot hatches. I don't see them come back anytime soon. I'd like them to, but I just don't really see it. Was there ever a car you reviewed that you wanted to buy? GR86 is way up there. I got out of it and I was like, I might have to get this car. I might have to sell some cars to get this car, which I might do in the future. I'm not gonna lie, because I'll probably I think I just need to move on from a few of my cars, right? I'm going to probably make a video within this week. I know I've said this for like a year now, but like for real, I think it's time. I think it's time I move on from some of my project cars and just enjoy something a little bit newer and get to drive, because I've been daily driving the Miata every day. So definitely. All right, we have set a new super chat goal. I'm going to do another rapid fire Q&A if we meet that goal, but not to be too much, but obviously it helps me out. All right, let's see here. Fiesta Cooper. Do you think that Nissan will make a comeback? I hope so. I think a lot of people take it. Hey, Drift Mansion. By the way, good to say. I think you should get a Claptown Z. No more projects right now. But I would like Nissan to make a comeback. I'd love for them to. Absolutely. Rocket Squirrel, first of all, that name is awesome. Second of all, that sounds crazy, and I would absolutely be about it. So, Aaron, I actually reviewed the GR Yaris. I just never released it. I'll be honest with you. I did a test video with it where I did a road trip with the Yaris through Italy, and it did really bad. So I was like, do I release it? So I might do it repackaged as like I so and so lived with it for a week, because that seems to be resonating with a lot of people. Because I lived with the GR Yaris for 9 days when I was overseas. So I might do that now that we think of it. Car was cool. I thought it was awesome. Would I make video on advice on buying your first project car? Yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that for sure. Absolutely. That's actually a great idea. Or I'll at least kind of put it in my video I'm filming coming up. I might slide that in there. GS400 is great. That's a great car. It's an absolutely great car. Honey, we actually just talked about it, and we all were like, yay. Like, Chevy had the audacity. I'd love to drive the Juke car, dude. I'd love to. Mojo, I am more on the pessimistic side, I'll be honest with you. I just don't like how those cars feel. Like, it just doesn't hit, bro. I know, and it's, bleh, words. a lot of people know I wanted that car to succeed on every level, and I was so disappointed. um, Thank you, Carlos. And dude, you've been around forever, so that does have weight to it. You know, that has a lot of weight to it. I have like a couple of car reviews I have to release, which are like, oh, there's my wife. Say hi to Alejandra. I have a couple of reviews that I've edited in the older format, so I just have to get those out. I might re-edit them. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Yeah, I might re-edit to be that way. Alejandra's the girl in the chat. Honey, that's actually a great question. I think so. I think so. There'd be people in like virtual car meets on that game, and they'd never been to one in real life, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. It kind of introduces them to that kind of mentality. You all still at the Miata? Yes. I've been basically daily driving it for a long time now. TSX is a good car. I believe they're K series too. If I might be wrong, but I think they're K series. But yeah, it's a very good car. Brother, I might be 75 years old when that comes out. When that game comes out. Yeah, the Dark Horse. You know, I saw a supercharged Dark Horse the other day. I was like, that's pretty cool. The Dark Horse is an amazing car. It's really great. Up, Idiot plays. He's winner right now. Super chat. Thank you so much for that, man. Would love to see you review a 6th gen Camaro V6 1LE or EcoBoost HPP. Both of these cars deserve so much more love. Anyways, huge fan of your work and I wish you even more success. Thank you. That is like such a nice super chat. Thank you. No, the Camaro V6, I'm trying to remember what year that was. It was a supercharged one. It was in the rain too. That's what I remember. I did that. And then the EcoBoost HPP. I've done lots of EcoBoost Mustangs. So I'm a defender of the EcoBoost Mustang. I think it's a great car, especially if you want to do like autocross and stuff like that. It's super fun to drive. Super fun. That's a heavy question, Angus. Wow. The status associated with the car is more important. I think it's always been there, right? That's always been a thing, you know, badging as in like, look what I have. But I see that a lot in like the BMW community, like getting a new G80 M3 when you're like 19. I'm like, holy smokes, that's crazy. And they're like, haha, I got my Beamer, you know? Up, Mr. Joey coming in hot with he's the king of the super chats right now. Pizza Fund, dude, pizza's where it's at. And Alejandra is hating you right now because I want to eat pizza now. I should have a nice F20B swapped Accord ready for you by the holidays. Perfect daily with some fun. Yes, that sounds like a ton of fun. And yeah, the Accord is way underrated. Way underrated. A lot of people, I've rarely done Accords. I think I've done 3 ever. Maybe. With this economy, is it better by used right now for sure. 1.4 turbo Chevy makes. Is that what's in? Please hold. Yes, I have done the Chevy Sonic, the Chevy Cruze, and the Chevy Cruze. I can't remember what's in the Buick Regal. Not Regal, Enclave. Enclave. Yeah, I've done 2 cruises. That's right. Last time I went to Clean Culture, oh, years ago now, probably 2 or 3 years. And then Slammed Enough, oh, it's been forever. Like 2017. Long time ago. Ivy, it's pizza all day. All day. Have you ever reviewed drift builds? I filmed one, believe it or not, and I just never put it out since I was like, there's a lot of things I've done over the years that I have filmed, and I'm just like, how am I gonna package this? It's not that I don't think the video is good. It's like, how am I gonna thumbnail and title it? Because unfortunately, YouTube today is all about thumbnails and titles. It's not like when I started where people would click because they knew what they were going to get. Now it's like you have to be dramatic and have all this stuff. So you just have to overthink everything. Why haven't you reviewed any other hypercars? Because I can't get my hands on them. It's that simple. They're very, very hard to get your hands on. You're going to do a flat 6 turn. Count me in. Let me know when you're ready. I have no idea how you would mount a mountain bike to an MR2. I have no idea. The Atlas is a sleeper. Yeah, no, I'm going to re-review my buddy Jonathan's Atlas motor car pretty soon. It's going to be pretty cool. His makes like something crazy. He texted me today. Actually, what did he say? I want to make sure I got it right. 700. Made 700 horsepower out of the Atlas motor. Crazy. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Seat time for sure, absolutely. Because drifting, especially, is so niche, right? We don't realize it because we love it. We're car people. We like it, but we don't realize just how niche it is. It's insane. Because like with a car review, you have people actually shopping for the car. With tuner builds, you're like, okay, we're building something. It's easy to understand. Drifting, you either have people who like it or they just don't get it. So it's crazy. John Boy, I do not have the info for that. I do not want to vouch for it. I know the motor itself is affordable, but the rest of it, I don't know. Engineering physics exam? Oh, bro, you're smarter than me. I just film for a living. I'm the artiste. So you got me beat on that. Yeah, Chance, that sounds sick. That sounds sick. Yep. Taylor Ray, I love Taylor. He is awesome. Taylor's awesome. Every single time I see Taylor, I have like a 3-hour conversation with him. Like every single time. Sorry, guys, the chat is loading for me. So if I'm quiet and I look bored, I'm not, okay? Just letting you know. Oh, somebody's making a turbo kit for it now? Yeah, because I think that was a big challenge for my buddy. I think they had to make one. So that definitely makes sense. Would you say there's a limit to our hobby? Can be so many ups and downs. I recently got rear-ended and totaled in one of my project cars. Maybe rethink a lot. Yes, absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. Um, like when Smurf was rear-ended, or when my white Mustang was rear-ended, or when I lost 4 motors in my 240. I'm just like so over it, right? You just are just so annoyed. You're just like, why do I do this again? How much better off would I be if I didn't do this? And for me, I at least have an excuse because it's like a job. But man, I definitely it'd be hard to justify, to not just go get something fun to drive that's just fun to drive and put wheels and tires on it and maybe suspension and be done, right? So I think if I ever do other projects, I will definitely make them simple. I don't think I'll ever do these crazy swaps and stuff ever again. I say that now. But it's just too much work and it's too much research and development, basically, and not enough time, right? And my build videos, it's funny what C-Time was saying, that the build videos do better than their driving videos. For me, it's the opposite. My review videos and my discussion videos do triple my build videos anymore. And most of my project cars, most people kind of forgot about. So that's why I'm kind of moving on from them in a lot of ways. So that's how I kind of see it. Oh, that's cool. Tell him I said, hey, Joey. Ooh, John Boy, that might happen. The sim thing, it actually might happen. So I'll keep you updated. Not allowed to say anything. No, so for people who think that, I think what I would keep, if I were to sell my project cars, I would sell the Integra, the EG Hatch, and the Magnum. Those are the 3 I'd probably sell right now just to take a burden off of me. Because I just don't have time for them. Like, I love them, but I just don't have time to make them perfect. And somebody out there definitely does, right? With what I do, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's probably what I do. Just get down to the core, like, ones people know me for. Like, people don't even know about my Coyote 240, and I put 10 years of work into that thing. And so Smurf and the Jay-Z car, Smurf, I gotta fix Smurf somehow. But Blue Jay-Z, I made a freaking 30-minute, 40-minute video. What was it? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, so to give you perspective, and I like being transparent with you guys. So, first of all, you type in Blue Jay-Z, it doesn't even show up. It doesn't even show up on search. Like, the most recent video I did of Blue Jay-Z, because YouTube hates when I do project cars, dude. It never comes up. So, do that. Type that in. Okay, so this got 42,000 views. And basically, it was 2 weeks of work, long nights, 12-hour days to fix this car. And it didn't help, right? And so it was one of those things. Here, for example, I'm going to give you guys a YouTube lesson, okay? So that way you guys can be warned if you decide to do this. Okay, so give me one sec. Okay, so to give you perspective, to rebuild the car, it took me thousands of dollars worth of parts. A few of them were sponsored. Thank you, GK Tech. I really appreciate it. But if I wasn't able to get it sponsored, it would have been really bad. So if you take it this way, I'm going to present. To give you perspective, 2 weeks of my time, long hours, putting on parts, going to the track, testing, doing all that. Give me one second, gotta find it. This was the result. That's what I got out of it, right? I spent 10 years building this car. I did all that time, the labor, the filming, the editing, all of that, right? And this is the end result. Now, That's what I'm saying. Is like, yes, I I did make some back, but you have to think of it like a business, unfortunately. And so now this car is kind of like I'm just going to enjoy it now because it's just not really turning in the numbers as much as it used to. And most of my new audience doesn't even know this car, right? Because it was down for so long and had 4 engines later, 4 ECUs later, 2 diffs later, 3 clutches later, 2 axles later. It drove me nuts. Drove me nuts. If you could collab with another car channel, do a project. Oh, it would be give me one sec. I think I'm gonna make sure I get the name right because I know him as Jared. The Questionable Garage. He's awesome. Absolute awesome dude. Him or Rich Rebuilds. That would be fun. That'd be really fun. Dylan's chilling. There's a man I know coming in with the super chat. The Canadian super chat. I got the most random text from my dad when I was at work saying he accidentally bought me a car, a 2019 Golf Sport Wagon all-wheel drive 1.8T Golf with an extra golf. What? How does that even happen? How does that even happen? That's crazy. That's that worked out. And Jonathan, we were just talking about your Atlas build earlier, by the way. Thank you for stopping by. Everybody go subscribe to Jay Witt. He's an awesome guy. He helps me a lot with videos. So go support that man. The last I saw was the Model A video. Believe it or not, that is 2017. That video is from 2017. I'd been in Georgia like barely a year when I did that video. I'm going to confirm that. I'm going to confirm that. Oh, wait, maybe. Hold on. Maybe it was a year off. So, yep, nope. November 1st, 2017. That's when I uploaded it. Crazy. Okay. Letting the chat load. Yeah, it's one of those things where time flies so fast when you do this as a career that, a lot of times you'll film something like, and you're like, it's okay, I'll get to it when I get to it, and then next thing you know, a year's gone by, and you're like, I still haven't edited that. Have you skated lately? No, but I really want to. I've been dying to, but it's so hot outside. So I have like pumped on the ramp. Like I have a mini ramp if a lot of people don't know. So I've been doing that a little bit. I've had 2 convertibles, believe it or not, Marcus. I've had 2 convertible Mustangs. And I think the only other convertible I'd ever wanted at the time was the S2000. I love the S2000. We're getting another Halo custom mob here. I would love to do that again. It's always so funny when you play with people who are like way younger than you and they never played Halo 2 and they have no idea like how hard Halo 2 is. So the skill gap is just not even fair. Like it's not fair at all. Because that's probably, I would argue it's the most special multiplayer experience I have ever had was when peak Halo 2 was online. So I played it religiously. Rock to Fakey? Oh yeah, rock and roll, my bro, my dude. Rock and roll. Chance, yes. That would probably be a lot, but it'd be great. Oh, you got the roll cage done. That's awesome, man. Oh, pedal box. Gotta hate doing those. I had to get my friend Cole to do it for me. He's a fabricator. Thank you, Yellow. Yellow. That is really nice of you. Ooh, I know what I can do. Hold on. Oh, I screwed that up. Ferrari Kid. Oh man, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Howdy, David. Hope you're doing good. Question for you: with the new ZR1X Zora being announced, what should other supercar companies do to even keep up? Dude, they're cooked, dude. They're absolutely cooked. Like, I would be pooping bricks right now if I was like Ferrari or anybody else right now, because there is no reason right now to get one. Like, if you're looking at it purely financially and not a brand, right? I would be freaking out. I know there's really nothing they can do in my opinion, because us Americans are just so crazy. We're like, sure, we'll build it. Insane. But well, the ZR1 has really impressed everybody when it comes to its traction. It's only rear-wheel drive, and so the Zora, the ZR1X, is all-wheel. So I think it'll. I think second gear into third, it'll put it down. Pretty sure it will. That's a great question, though, Ferrari Kid, for sure. Great question. Wow, I am really surprised at this poll right now, guys. Because as of right now, I'll be honest with you. If I had to buy a new car right now, it'd probably be GR86. Because I can drift in it, I can go road coursing in it. I can do that in the Mustang as well, but it's a lot bigger and it's a lot more expensive. So I'd be more scared to do that, right? But yeah, crazy. I'm really surprised the GR86 is getting this much love. That is so cool. I defend the GR86 all the time. All the time. People are like, it's just a Subaru. I'm like, no, it's more, I promise. Our takeover is the next incarnation of outlaw culture car community. I think it's just these. I don't think they'd be as bad if smartphones and cameras and everything and social media wasn't around. I don't really think it'd be that big of a deal. But, you know, that's a new ZR1. I want to drive one so bad. You have no idea. I'm dying. There's one in Florida. A friend of mine had one on order by some miracle, and he said you can review it. So I might just get down there and go drive it because I'm dying to drive one. Absolutely dying. I don't think I've wanted to review a modern car more than the new ZR1 in years. In absolute years. C6 Grand Sport, C7 Grand Sport. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Don't make me choose. See, the C6, I would want to take it drifting. The C7, I would take it road course racing. That's how I kind of see it. Oh, hey, Ben. Good to see you, man. Finally got the road race bug and sold it for a track prep C5. Wow. Hey, good move. Good move on that for sure of the consumables. So the ZR1X is a twin turbo V8 in the back, and then a E-Ray drivetrain in the front, the electric hybrid system in the front. It is done. The Red Bull is done. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what ZR1X? We talked about that earlier. Who knows what it's going to be so expensive? Yes, that, you know what, Chance? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It is thundering like crazy outside, guys. I'm sure you can't hear it, but wow. Georgia's been on one lately. We've gotten thunderstorm after thunderstorm after thunderstorm. When can one be ordered? I don't know. Michael Murray coming back. Here's a Red Bull on me. Thank you, Michael Murray. Dude, he is like, as of right now, Super Chat King. Every single time. G. Burris is the other. He's not here right now. But G. Burris literally holds me hostage every time we stream. I'm like, okay, guys, I got to go home. And he'll Super Chat me. So Michael's winning tonight for sure. But still, crazy. So funny. Markup's about to be 100K. That's right. That's right. I made this goal too big. I'll make it smaller. There we go. Reset that. You aren't trying to leave yet. That's so true. That's so true. He's so good at it, though, dude. He's so good at it. Like, it's so funny when you watch, if you look at the stream analytics, it's like here, and then the activity just skyrockets at the very end. Furry Kid coming in hot with another super chat. Thank you, man. Unlimited technology. Do you think Dodge could ever bring back the Viper? If they could, what would they need to do to make it successful? Well, I think if they brought back, by some miracle, the 8.4 liter V10, because you like can't have a Viper without it. Even though Ford GT did do V6 from V8, but it's still, a lot of people didn't look at it the same. I would say they would do, I would probably say they do like a hybrid system, a lot like E-Ray, but they would just do electric powertrain to the rear wheels or something. That's like the only way, but yeah, Dodge is in a weird spot right now. I mean, it's also kind of one of the reasons why I'm probably going to try to sell my Magnum, because first of all, not a lot of people were that into it, and two, the Dodge brand is just in a weird spot. You know what I mean? It's just not as popular as it used to be, and they just make weird mistakes, so sayonara. It would be interesting. Yeah, a mid-engine Viper, I don't know. I feel like it has to be front engine. You know what I mean? That the long nose and the short coupe butt in the back. I don't know. Insider info. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna start a, I'm gonna start something in the chat. I'm gonna ask you guys, what is your personal biggest hot take in the car industry or car community? I would love to see this. So I'm gonna wait. We're gonna see. And I'm gonna debate some of these, see what I think. Let's see. Purely internal combustion. That's pretty cool. I am okay with that. That is for sure. '70s Gin Mustangs are underrated. Are they? AMGs are the best bang for a buck in the car market anymore. I disagree because you're going to spend 10K to fix it, 12K to fix it. I did an entire video about that with Ed Bullion because he did it. He bought a cheap AMG for $4,000, spent $12,000 fixing it. Jacob, I don't think that's a very hot take. That's pretty true. Euro seen as more style than JD. I'm saying, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know. It's going to be a massive brand consolidation of brands. 20-year-old Toyotas and Hondas are reliable. They're only reliable if they're taken care of. Yeah, just like any car. That's how I see it. Not any car, but you see what I mean. Straight pipe Dodge is the new Honda Civic Park cans. Ooh. Let's see. I think that GT350 comment, I'd say that's top 5 best experiences you could get for the money. For sure. Absolutely. Ooh, I don't know, Aaron. I don't know about that. I'll give you an example. I drove a turbo Pontiac Vibe, and it made like 280 something, and it felt like 400 horsepower. It was crazy, just because of how crazy it felt. What it do? Ooh, Sean, I'm half and half about that one because I feel like you could abuse the crap out of that. It's hard enough getting your driver's license with a terrible brochure. So I don't know. I do wish more car guys did racing schools though. Instead of like buying their first performance car, I wish they saved up and went to a performance school first. And then I think that's a better way to think about it. Dylan's chilling, coming back with the Canadian $5. The Carrera GT sounds like a dying blender. I watched Doug DeMera's review when making a smoothie, and the blender made the same noise when it broke. I like the Carrera GT though. I really do. I really do like it. I do. Oh man, I really do. 500 horsepower is a ton of power. It is, and people are just crazy. Yeah, seat time. Just show them one RTR video. Done. Including their practice cars are actual S550s with Coyotes in them, like the practice ones, and then the pro cars are like the crazy ones, right? So they can. I'm a 2J guy, mostly because I see more RBs break, but that's my personal experience, and I'm American, right? Down under, a little bit different story. Would you guys be upset if I sold one of my cars and got a GR86? Like, honest question. Honest question. Because I get happy every time I drive that car. I just don't think I could make a lot of content with it, but that's the only thing. Yeah, but isn't it okay? This is my full transparency. This is my overthinking YouTuber brain. I feel like I've missed the window of the excitement of the car. Now I just like it, right? But I feel like when it comes to video content, not me, video content, I feel like I've missed that window. B58 something. No, I'd leave it alone. I would put tires and wheels and make it look nice and just enjoy it. Hold on. Oh, Michael Murray coming back. Automatic enthusiast cars are fine as long as there's a manual option. Shame on you, Nissan. Also, here's another Red Bull purchase. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that, Micah Murray. No, I'm okay with the car having an auto version. I'm totally okay with that. But there's some that blatantly need a manual. Nissan Nismo Z, my last video, right? Like it felt so naked without it, dude. Absolutely. It felt so naked without it. Okay, yeah, Marcus, it would be I would keep Smurf. I would have, if I sold my other project cars, I'd have the money to probably fix Smurf, right? I could probably fix Smurf because it's going to cost a lot because of the wiring. Two, I could put more love into my drift car and my other 240, right? And then if I could finally get a daily driver, which would probably be the G86. So that's what I think. No, Rez, honestly, I'm actually like it says message redacted. No, I'm proud of my fan base saying that they like the G86 so much. That makes me feel good that my audience is open to a lower horsepower car. Like that makes me super happy. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool, dude. Super cool. And so I've done 4 drift events with the GR86 and I loved it every time. Every time. Coyote swap, jeez, dude. That'd be crazy. Dude, can I just thank you guys for like helping me process all this? Because I'll be honest with you, one of the biggest reasons like why I've never sold a lot of my cars was like I was just sentimentally attached, right? Which is not smart. And I'm just finally, I just need people to be like, David, it's the right move. It's the right move. It's the right move. And it's like, you guys are right. You guys are right. I gotta figure this out. Do you? Oh, yeah, Michael, that's a great. You've done enough super chat, so I'll answer yours. Do you regret swapping the coupe? Also, selling cars is fine, bro. You don't make content with the Integra Civic. Also, Civic content now. The Civic, dude, is just so dangerous too. I need somebody just to fix that. Basically, I don't regret it now. Because I regretted it a really long time. Like almost the whole build, I regretted it. I'll be honest with you, because the vision just wasn't happening. Right? It just wasn't happening. It just kept failing, and I kept getting scammed, and like all these horrible things kept happening. That car is 90% there now, and I'm not lying to myself anymore. I've done 3 events in it, and I've learned every single time what's wrong, and they're fixable. It's fixable issues, right? I'm like, oh my god, it's finally coming together, right? It's finally like, okay, I'm getting to know the car. Things are working out. So that's how I see it. Dude, the Grabber Blue Dark Horses look so good. They look so good. And the RTRs. Dude, the RTR S650s, oh my god, I'm in love. Like the Grabber Blue ones, in love. That's a great question. No, because when I started that project in 2015, oh my god, so long ago, there was no RB support in Virginia. You know, and I'm in Georgia, but there was 0 RB support. It was because I trusted wrong people. I had bad things happen. I had a ton of people look at my car and say, never seen that before. It was just a whirlwind of bad things happening. And then finally, when I got it right, we're pretty much there, right? We're pretty much done with that car. So it's good. I'm going to let the chat load, guys. I'm going to use the restroom. Talk amongst yourselves. I've been waiting. Okay, I'm back. 2020 Mustang GT reliable? Yes. Yes, it is. Just don't drive like a moron. You'll be fine. Yeah, it was one of those times, like real talk, where it felt worse than it was. Turbo high horsepower car or lower horsepower but built all motor high RPM car. High RPM car. High RPM car. For sure. I did wash my hands. It was just a really short pee, okay? I knew you were going to say it. I was like, I'm scrubbing, and I'm like, they're going to say it. They're going to say it. With your car and film experience, what kind of car movie would you make? Oh, Cole, thank you for that. With no comment? Thanks, son. Thank you. Um, yeah, thank you, Cole. I appreciate that a lot, man. With your car and film experience, what kind of car movie would you make? Nothing like Fast and Furious. I would probably. I'm honestly really excited for the F1 movie. I wasn't at first, but it's getting really good reviews, and I heard that it was actually directed by the same guy who did Top Gun Maverick, so I knew that the sense of speed was going to be there, right? So that's really, really great for me. Cole, just go ahead and type your comment. I'll catch it. Go ahead, buddy. I'm not gonna let you be hanging on that. Ferrari Kid, thank you for the super chat. A Porsche GT3 RS, a Mustang GTD, a C8 ZR1X Viper ACR. If you don't plan on tracking, is there any reason to buy a track-focused car, not including investment? No. Clout, reputation, saying you got one. That's pretty much it. And I know the type. I've been around the block so many times with cars, but it is unfortunate. A lot of people buy these things and they sit forever, and they're just life savings on wheels, right? It makes me so sad, and because I would drive the piss out of the GTD, you know what I mean, or the C801X. Like for a while, people were like, "What's your dream car?" And over the years, that changes, right? With how many cars you drive and what matters to you and all that. For a while, it was GTD. Now ZR1X is kind of right there. That's pretty amazing. Koenigsegg, I've always wanted to drive too, but that's so crazy, right? Michael Murray, thoughts on reps versus real? Bentley wheel lover. I'm not super critical on wheels. I'm not really that critical of it. If you're in like drifting and stuff and you're on reps, I don't care. I don't care. As long as they're not super dangerous, you know what I mean? It's usually fine, but I'm not a big wheel guy, right? Cole, oh, you poor guy, did it not work again? Just type out your comment normally. Just type it out normally. I'll catch it. Okay, I think the Fox Body FX throwback page for the S650 is the biggest flop Ford has ever released in recent time. Oh, yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice, but people are not excited about it. That's for sure. It just felt forced, I think. That's just kind of how I feel about it. It felt kind of like, hey, look, we did this thing real quick. I know there was more development, obviously, but it's kind of like the Mach 1. I was way too hard on the last gen Mach 1 before I drove it. I was like, why are you doing this, man? Like, this is replacing GT350. Come on, man. And then I drove it, and it was great. It was awesome. And that's how I also think the Dark Horse is, right? The Dark Horse is a Mach 1, just better. That's how I see it. It is a nice color. It's just like my friend Joanna's Mustang. And she reposted it and said, I wonder who inspired this. You know? Here, I'll show you. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, and her husband, Brian, his car is the same color too. See if I can find it. Yeah, like that. See? Hold on. That was actually Joanna doing a demo video. I'm trying to find the photo. Where'd it go? She has a great Instagram page, but she does a bunch of drag racing. She's really fast too. Where is it? There we go. There. Yeah, pretty spot on, right? Michael Murray, he's back. Favorite car movie other than Born to Race, also Fast and Furious. Super mid. Need for Speed is better. Ooh, hot take. I'm going to put that in the poll. I'm going to answer your question, Michael, but I have to do this now. I have to do this. I'm going to be very, very specific. Boom. Let's see what happens there. Gone in 60 Seconds, I think, is really fun. I think that's a really fun car movie. And you can tell, like, the characters are written like car people that are obsessed with cars. I like it a lot. It's cheesy, but I like it. It's a cheesy action flick, right? That one's fun. Baby Driver, I don't know if you could call a car movie, but it's pretty close to a car movie. But it's not as memorable. Like, you remember the chase scenes, but you don't remember a lot of the other parts of the movie. But it was special because it was filmed in Atlanta, so that was cool. Or took place in Atlanta. Italian Job, the great chase scene at the end of that. There's one that's itching my brain. Ronin has a great chase scene. I will say Fast Five's vault chase scene is pretty amazing. That is a pretty fun one. Jillin' Chillin'. My favorite wheels are those D window Steelies. Yeah, buddy, dude. Those things are sweet. Can't argue with the Steelies, dude. Y'all are blinded by nostalgia. Oh yeah, it did. It did have that. It did have an S197 generation Mustang in it. It sure did. It sure did. That's funny you said that. Was going to see counting the first three only is cheating. Yeah, it is. It is totally cheating. All right. Let's try this again. Okay, I'll do it the other way. I'll do it the other way. We're going to try this again. Boom. It's up now. It's probably going to be the same result. I'm telling you. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm interested now. This is getting crazy. It's amazing when you balance the power, right? And Fast and Furious is taking it. It's taking it pretty quick. Yeah, Fear on Space is terrible. My God. Yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted, I think, could be made into a movie. Like if you were able to kind of buckle it up and write the right script, it could be for sure. We're gonna try this again. Hold on. Okay, so Born to Race, I think, was a good representation of a car movie, but I have one gripe with it, and you can't unsee it when I tell you. It is Tokyo Drift in California. It's exactly the same story. It's the same exact story. And I'm going to answer these super chats, but I'm going to tell you why. Okay, you have kid who gets caught street racing with divorced parents, has to move to a faraway place to live with his dad, tries to go legit racing, doesn't work out, has a bully like DK and the kid from Born to Race as his main rival in the street racing, and then he finally defeats the guy at the end with his underdog spirit. It is the exact same story, but with drag racing. Okay, Victor, hey, how's it going, man? It's great to see you, and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. What reviewers' friends would you swap vehicles with for a week or longer as a daily? Second, would you drive motorcycle but on a closed circuit, nobody else to be concerned about? Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't think I'd be a good rider. Fully, like a full transparency. I don't know. If it was on a track that didn't have a lot of elevation change, I would probably try it. Yeah, I'd probably try it. Like Road Atlanta, no. But on like a flat one that's pretty small, I would try it for sure. I'd fully leather up though, because I know I'd fall. As for your reviewers and friends, would I swap with? Ooh. One of the hosts from the Straight Pipes has a Terminator Cobra. Adam's a pretty easy answer with his fleet. I'd probably trade a car for a while. Yeah, a lot of my friends, honestly. Yeah, I don't. The Terminator came right to my brain because I've always wondered what it's like to like live with one. Because people obviously love the Terminator on my channel. So that Ferrari kid, David, is it possible to get your thoughts on the YouTube short on my channel called "Why Does Your Car Mean So Much to You? Anything You Change?" Yes, I can take a look at that. Give me a second. Go to channel. I'm going to see here. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
I replied, my car is a representation of who I am. It demonstrates the passion, the creativity, and empathy I have. The car
Yeah.
provides me with freedom, takes me away from all my problems.
Yes.
It's almost as if when you're in your car, it expresses its soul with the roar of the engine.
Yep.
The glide from the speed. No matter what you drive, every car.
I should have put it up on here, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? I feel wrong not sharing it. So, give me one sec. I'm gonna pull her up. See if we all agree. And I already have feedback for you, and it's gonna be just fine. Let me go to the source. Why isn't it? By the way, Ferrari Kid, there's a guy named That Ferrari Kid as well, so that does not help. Okay, so I'm going to play this for y'all, and we'll all give opinion.
Why does your car matter so much to you? A friend asked. I replied, my car is a representation of who I am. It demonstrates the passion, the creativity, and empathy I have. The car provides me with freedom, takes me away from all my problems. It's almost as if when you're in your car, it expresses its soul with the roar of the engine and the glide from the speed. No matter what you drive, every car has its own soul just as the driver does. That's why it matters to me.
You know what it reminds me of, Ferrari Kid, is that it reminds me of my first car documentary I did. I would play it, but it'd be copyright stricken immediately, because of the music in it. But it's called Blood, Sweat, and Gears, and I'll tell you why it reminds me of it. I did it for my college, senior project. So it's this guy right here, this top one. So if you're ever curious of Cringy David, it's that guy. And the reason I bring that up is I basically say that it means more to you than just an appliance. It means more to you than a car. It means all of that. And I think the only thing I would change is the AI voice. Use your own voice and be confident. I know that's a very hard thing to get around, but use your own voice. Hear what you sound like. I'll take another take. Take another take. Over and over again. So AI voice for me is an immediate, like, this is me as an older generation of video maker, to me says I'm not confident in saying this myself. And it makes me kind of go, To me, I love the words, I love the script, right? It's one of those things. But it's, if you say it, it means more to me. So that's what I mean. Yeah, no, I think it was great. I think it was great. It got the point across. It was great. Hit GSP, don't play. What up, Nikolai? Good to see you. Ultra, that is exactly how most of us feel. Michael Murray is... Can we all give a round of applause for Michael Murray? He is the king of the super chats tonight. He is taking his spot. You should come film the Slam Enough Gat in October. Do a little stance car documentary. You're more than welcome to chill at our cab if you need. Only clean cars around me. Also, cheers, more Red Bull. You know, I haven't been there in forever, and I felt like I almost grew out of that kind of scene. You know, like the H2O, the slam car scene. But maybe I'll do like a boots on the ground documentary, or I do it like Andrew Callahan or something, and I just go up and go, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? So maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'd be kind of interesting, because Gallenberg's cool. Like, it'd be cool to go back. That's good to hear, Michael. That's very good to hear. That for the Ferrari kid, absolutely. And just know, everybody who's watching, if you ever have content questions, man, I'll answer it for you. And look, I'm not the biggest channel out there. I know I'm not, but I can at least give some insight if you're ever curious. So just please let me know. It is very hard to get a film off the ground. Very, very, very hard. Crispy's very talented. He's extraordinarily talented. I love that guy. Insane how good he is. Oh my god. I'm going to Black... Red Bull for everybody! I'm going to Black Ops 6 Zombies now. Well, let me know what round you get to, brother. For what Liberty Falls, the West Virginia map, I got to, I think, 55, and I just got bored. I was like, okay, I made my point. I made my point. Michael Murray beat Oprah. One for you, one for you. We got wings now. That's so great. Hey, Austin, that's not very nice. He's supportive of me. I gotta defend him. Ivy, it concerns me. It concerns me with another game coming out so quickly. Oh boy, Ultra, that is a pretty edgy name, though. Definitely have to say that. Oh, ER, you know I can't say that. It was years ago, though. Nah, no, I don't want to burn a bridge, but it wasn't a car company. It was a different company. You almost got me. No, it actually was not Raid. It actually wasn't. Yeah, Nikolai, I hope you're doing well, man. We were just talking about GR86s earlier, man. I know you're all about the 8.6 life. The Black Ops 6 campaign disappointed me because, you know, they really hyped it up as like a Gulf War era, like, you know, Persian Gulf, Desert Storm. And sure, you do some of it, but then they had the whole Shadow Company thing. I was like, why can't it just be what it was? You know what I mean? Like liberating Kuwait. And I'm a history nerd, so this crap drives me nuts, right? I'm okay with historical fiction, but it was like, dude, there's so much good real stuff. Like, at least have some input from it. So that's how I felt about it. Um, Victor Bryce, Dylan Schillen. Actually, I'll tell you in a second. Victor Bryce, thank you for the super chat. What diesel powered vehicles would you recommend? Are there any swaps you'd like to see review? I would definitely like to do some diesel reviews more often, for sure. It is my weakest noggin. Like, I guess you could say, if my tree of knowledge of car things, it's the weakest branch, I would say. So I would have to do some research, but probably some stuff over in Europe. I'd like to try some stuff over in Europe, probably. But I've done some Cummins swap stuff. That's always pretty fun. Michael Murray, please tell Austin to hurry up and get on. Hey, Austin, may you please get on Black Ops 6 to play zombies with Michael Murray. The Raid Shadow Legend sponsored with the Terminator. That's so funny. That's funny. All right, we have 3 more super chats until I have to do another rapid fire 3-minute Q&A. Did you watch the Xbox show? I watched some of it. I saw the handheld part of it, but I didn't watch anything really beyond that, to be honest. It's kind of making me sad they're kind of giving up on consoles. That's kind of what it feels like. Or standalone consoles. Kelly, we did. We did. Thoughts on the E39? Ooh, man. You know, I'll pull it up for the chat to see. One sec. Now that I use fancy, dancy streaming software. I'm guessing you're talking about the M5, right? So I associate that, actually, be more specific. I associate the E39 M5 with Alex Roy. And I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Wrong tab, doofus. Good job. Why isn't this working? Sorry, guys. Why isn't it working? There we go. Got it. Cool. This is what I think of the E39 M5. It's one of those things where, you know, it was the one that reintroduced the cannonball run to everybody. They're really, really cool, but I would probably not buy one today. I think the support and the parts are just too expensive personally. I think it's an amazing car, amazing legacy. Very much like the V10 one. Very much like the V10 M5. Like, sounds incredible, a nightmare to maintain. Absolute nightmare. Old German cars in general, just really, really sketchy to maintain. But what about a wagon 528? Ooh, I don't. I need a little tug at the brain for that. Oh, one of my friends had one of these and it broke immediately. Immediately. It's cool looking, but you're gonna have to fix it. They look awesome, but at that point, if you're gonna do that, just buy E36 or E46. That's my opinion on that. That's all I got to say about that. No, the V10 M5 was sick. I got to drive one years ago, about 10 years ago. That was, oh my god, that was 2016. And it had the seat bolsters that moved when you turned. It was so weird. It was so weird. Nikolai, you already have enough projects, man. You're good for now. That GT4 should be serving you well. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, Victor, at all. At all. Here's my surprise face. I did. Yeah, the V10 M5 did have a 6-speed option. It was very, very cool. Very cool. CTSV wagon, yeah, it's one of the best ever. One of the best ever. 100%. Oh boy, Nikolai just texted me. What'd you text? Oh, well, a little late for that. It does look nice, though. It does look nice, though. I will say. It looks like you picked a good example. I'm zooming in, and I'm going to judge you. Not really, I'm kidding. Interior looks good. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know this. I'm sorry, Nikolai, if I'm saying this out loud. Apologies, sir. Nothing like a live reaction to a car purchase. Can you say VW wagons are better than Accords? Ooh, I'll say it because I'm a shill for $199. VW wagons are better than Accords as long as they have the 5-cylinder in them. Okay, it is starting to get a little late and we're having a viewer drop off, so let's keep the engagement going. Otherwise, I'll probably end fairly soon. Victor, I think that's a better move. I think it handles better than a Tesla anyway. Oh, how about that? Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little bit of lag in the chat. I apologize. Ultra is good. Still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Oh, no, it's not. You're okay, buddy. Absolutely. These polls are fun. let's see here. Let's start a random poll. Ooh, this should be interesting. I think I know the answer, but I want to see. Beginning G burst summoning ritual. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I'm just kidding. I really do. Everything counts, man. You guys are bold if you choose Blue Jays because you're fixing it all the time. You're so bold. I'm just gonna say. Jose, thank you for the super chat. What would be your starter car for Need for Speed Underground? Oh boy, here they come. All right. What would be your starter car for Need for Speed Underground 2? What was the first lineup? I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, according to AI, which is never that reliable. Okay, Ford Focus, Honda Civic, Mazda Miata, Nissan 240 is, oh god, Peugeot, nah, Tyrol, ooh. That is tough. The safe choice is the Miata. In a real life situation. In a real life situation, the Miata is the safest choice. If we're talking about doing this in real life, that's probably what I would choose. S13, great for gameplay. It makes me think of the Pimp My Ride episode too. Pimp My Ride episode just thinks about that. EM1 Civic was also, it's a tie for me, really. If the Ford Focus was an SVT, it'd be harder. But the Peugeot, I don't really care. I know because we don't have them. I never got to drive one, so. Okay, let me get back to these super chats real quick. Thank you, Jose. Jung's Lab, thank you for the big super chat. Seriously, thank you. Thoughts on the VHS chassis, blah, blah, blah. Which car is that? I apologize. Maybe I'm brain dead right now. Oh, is it WRX? Is that what it is? Oh, that one. Got it. Okay, 2015 and 21. I think it's the last pretty good STI. I mean, I just drove the new WRX for a week. I'll have a video on that very soon. It felt just like it. It felt just like it. I'll be honest with you. It was very, very close. But yeah, 2015, 2021, all those years, it all felt kind of the same. It's not bad. I think it's good. But it's an STI. It really doesn't feel that much different from the one before either, to be honest with you. But thank you, Jen's Live. That's a great question. That got my brain going. Scratch the wrinkles, you know. I now know that that's a VA chassis, so I did not know that's what it was called, so thank you. Dylan's chilling. I'm going from an Accord to a Golf wagon. Yeah, never thought I'd see the day of you giving up to Das Boot. Nikolai, Focus RS Mark 1. Is that the one? That's not the one with the Volvo engine, right? Oh, it's that one? Oh, I would just get an SVT Focus on that. Wait, were these all-wheel drive? Anybody overseas know that they were all-wheel drive? No. Let's see. I don't think they were. I think they were front-wheel drive. I think you would just get a SVT at this point because they're pretty close. You know, there was a Celine Focus of this year that had a nitrous bottle option, which is crazy. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't count it. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the Celine Focus. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. This is years of being a car reviewer. This is the stupid, useless knowledge you have sometimes. Here we go. Let me pull it up for you guys. Boom. Add to the stage. There it is. So this is the Celine Focus in 2.0. And super period correct, right? Like, this is peak underground era, right? Millennial teens dream come true. Teens dream come true. I mean, look at all the piping and everything. But yeah, there was you could put nitrous on it, which is so funny. Yeah, it wasn't hooked up, but you could hook it up. You could. Somebody years ago offered me to review one, but it just didn't what was I gonna say? It didn't happen. That's simple. Sean, if they thank you for the super chat, Sean. If they put you in charge of Nissan, how would you fix the product lineup to save the company? I'm gonna look at the product lineup now. And we're gonna walk through this together. The heck? Is it Nissan USA? Yes, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's their website. So, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a performance car reviewer, right? The moment I go to their website, why would you put the Rogue and the Pathfinder as your, like, intro banner? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you put the Z or something cool here as a good first impression? But, you know, let's go through the vehicles. Okay, the Kicks, believe it or not, is a pretty good car. Pretty good crossover. I've heard nothing but good things about it. The Rogue, I don't know much about it. Pathfinder, maybe. Aria, I rode in it. No, I did an autocross in the Aria one time. Murano, get rid of it. Armada, get rid of it. So I would cut most of these cars. The Versa is $17,000. It's such a pile of crap. Such a pile of crap. This is what I call, like, baiting people with bad credit. Is this right here? Like, it just feels like they'll sell to anybody, and I think that's what got them in trouble. The Leaf is fine. Leaf is fine. Altima, they sell a million of them. Sentra sell a million of them. The Versa, I rarely see. I saw one today, actually. Trucks. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how the Frontier sells. Sports cars, Nissan Z, GTR. We all know this is going away. Nissan Z doesn't have the best reviews. Future vehicles. Like, you and I both know that's not getting built. So, look, they have too many crossovers and SUVs. They gotta cut some of these, dude. The Murano, I don't know anybody who likes the Murano. The Pathfinder, I have no knowledge of anymore. The Rogue, I don't know anyone who likes the Rogue. The Kicks, apparently for the value, is really, really good. So, it's one of those things where I would definitely cut a bunch of this lineup. And then I would cut... I think you could only have one EV. Maybe find a way to mitigate both of these. The Aria is not that bad of a car. I drove it. It was an EV. But the Leaf, I think, is a good budget EV to drive around. But yeah, there's just too many cars and there's too many crossovers. So that's what I would do. I would obviously make adjustments to this area. I would kill get rid of the GTR, make the Nissan Z more affordable, and then put in S16 right here. Make a rival to the BRZ and GR86 right here, and sell it for $27,000. And look, I'm not a business major. This is just my gut instinct of what I would like to see if I was a customer. So, what do you guys do? What would you guys do? I want to see what you guys do. Let's see. Yeah, the design language is also more appealing of other cars. Like, you get in a modern Nissan. Oh, wait. Dude, like, I drove a brand new Maxima for a road trip recently, and I was like, how is this a new car? Like, how? It felt like it was 8 years old. Like, it was just like, guys, come on. Come on. You know? Civic SI or GLI? Civic SI. Civic SI. Halo, do not come. This is from Kick. Halo, bro, do not come close to Moorfield. You will perish. I want to know the backstory of that. Not gonna lie, Ford Probe GT, dude. Cool relic of time, but I wouldn't buy one, personally. From Kick, Dodge Durango GT 2018. I think it's a nice SUV. You know, it's a 3-row, lots of room. It's kind of before Dodge made a lot of weird decisions. So, definitely think it was in their heyday. Because, you know, Dodge 5 years ago is a lot different from Dodge now, for sure. By the way, if you're curious, you can be some of the first subscribers ever on the Kick stream. I've tried it out today, so I'm curious if anybody's interested in that. Free my man, damn, what a hangout. I like the Magnum SRT, and it inspired me to build a Hellcat Red Eye SRT Magnum. But I thought it was a really fun car. It's sad that they didn't succeed as much as I wanted to. Hot Ones diecast. It's Twitch's rival, and Twitch kind of screwed me over, so I'm trying it there as well. It seems to make people text and drive. Yo, that's so funny. It's so funny. What do you think of Audi e-trons? I've never driven one, so I haven't. I just don't know yet. Don't know yet. Sean coming back. Would CVT delete the whole lineup? That's a great first start because that causes so many problems. VR30 and top trim of Frontier and SUVs. Interesting take. I like it. R34 inspired GTR refresh as a Halo car. Moves Z to sport trim, Tory trim, fix the pricing to Grand S16. It's up 30K. I agree. My dog has entered the chat. So I'm going to head out very soon. So if you have any questions you'd like to get out, definitely get it out. We're at 2 hours and 9 minutes, so probably 2 hours and if I get caught super chatting like crazy, I'll head out pretty soon. Favorite car under $100,000? That is a huge question. There's so many. So many. Dude, Sean, that is like a deep cut. So if people don't come to the streams, there's a legend named G. Burris that anytime I'm about to leave the stream, you're like, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap up. He super chats like every single time, and he knows like I can't. He knows I can't go. He's just like, nope, I am enjoying this too much. And he just goes and goes and goes. It's so funny. Going to any grid life events, I'd like to, for sure. I always have some conflict of interest for those. But no, Chris, who runs it, does an amazing job. You up for any Halo 2 one of these days? Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Ferrari Kid. And no, I freaking love doing those subscriber lobbies. They were so much fun. They were so much fun. Brabus. I've only seen a Brabus once. Never saw one again. Never saw one again, believe it or not. To everyone who's on Kick, and thank you so much for joining me, by the way. I really appreciate it. Something new. What are we voting on? Which project do you like more? Oh, it's basically a tie. 51%, 49%. Okay. Let's vote on something else. Ooh. Let's see what happens here. I meant to say like EG or EK Hatch. Ferkid, thank you again. God, you guys are so nice. What in your opinion was Ferrari at peak? That's actually a pretty easy question for me. I would say 458. Because when 488 came out, I was actually at the unveil of the 488. And I'll never forget how underwhelmed everybody was. We were just like, oh, it's just a faster 458. And after 488, I personally had a much harder time keeping track of all the models. It was very easy for me back in the day because I was like, okay, Ferrari 360, Ferrari 430, Ferrari 458. Like, it makes sense, right? And now I'm just so lost. F12 as well. 599. Like, that's a golden era Ferrari for me. You could argue that, you know, the older, like, Testarossa and stuff as well. But, yeah, definitely. Oh, what's up, Javi? He hopped over. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry about that. I've actually never driven it. I think one of my friends just got one of those. I definitely want to experience it. He said it was one of the coolest sounding engines he's ever heard. Oh, the Maranello is pretty cool. Maranello is definitely pretty cool. Favorite car under 30K, GR86. As of right now, favorite one. Because you can find one for like 27, 28. I know we're pushing it, but you can find one. 360s. Okay, the 360, the normal one with the floppy paddles, was the first Ferrari I ever drove, and I was really disappointed. Like, I knew, because I knew from Jeremy Clarkson and all these journalists over the years I looked up to, that when they hit the paddle, it was terrible. It was exactly what they said. You would hit it and you would count 1, 2, and then it would shift. It was so bad. But I never got to drive one in manual. But I did drive the Ferrari 430 Scuderia, and it was awesome. Awesome car. Javi actually made an entire video about that collection, believe it or not. The Soul and Brunei. Crazy. I'll put that in the chat for you. Thank you, Javi. Appreciate it, man. Ooh, Victor, great question. Would you do or film jet ski racing? Dude, I love Sea-Doos and jet skis. Love them. Like, I can't be in a bad mood if I'm on a jet ski. Like, it can't happen. I'm having too much fun. So, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool to see. That Ferrari kid coming in hot again. Ooh, top 5 supercars that need a manual. Revolto would be sick. You know, the new Lambo. Imagine that screaming to like 10,000 RPM with a manual. Okay, give me a sec. The new Z06 I think would be better with a manual than the new ZR1 because of the power. It's more manageable. Not a supercar, but I would have been interested to see what it was like the 2020 GT500 with a manual. I'm so bad at my supercar game nowadays. I can barely keep up. I can barely keep up with the new supercars, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I need 2 more. Somebody help me out here. Somebody help me out here. Yeah, diecast, I'd do that. I'd do that. That sounds fun. The LS430. Pyro the Cat. That is a sick name. What car that no one knows about would you make a project car out of? Oh no. Oh no. That no one knows about. Sorry, I'm going through. I'm going through the data bank. Maybe Mazda 323. That's up there. Mazda 323 might be one. I think they're really cool. I think they're really cool. Yeah, that might be there. It's definitely not as known. Definitely not as known. Mazda Speed 6. Oh, great car to drive, terrible car to fix. Okay, unless some crazy G Burris action happens, I'm going to end the stream at 2 hours and 20. We're at 2 hours and 17. Yeah, Victor. Yeah. Don't worry, there'll be more. There'll be more, don't you worry. Copart project series, as in my nightmare. That sounds horrible. Like, I'm not mechanically talented enough to do those videos. Do something cool, 0 to 60, 60 to 0, stuff like that. Oh, God. Honestly, if you were to... I feel like that's like a Corvette. Like, you'd have to find like a Corvette or something. Like, just something simple that has everything out there, right? Pulsar GTIR, I actually did a review of one of those, and it did okay. It did okay. I was gauging interest on that one because I thought the car was cool. What fan and shroud combination did you do with the JZ240SX? I did 2 SPAL fans. And the radiator, it's a big boy radiator. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's been years. It's been years. But yeah, 2 big fat SPAL fans. That's what did the trick. See you, Takashi. That's awesome, man. Thank you. All right. 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. We got 30 seconds left. Was you ever by a rotary? No. No. Gee, Burris, where are you? The hero. Oh, Ferrari came in clutch. What kind of car show is YouTube missing right now? I think it's missing some kind of like boots on the ground interview style kind of show, kind of like Andrew Callahan Channel 5, kind of like how people do that kind of stuff, like the journalist type of stuff. I would not mind doing that. I think it would be pretty fun to do. You know, you walk around with a road mic and you ask people questions. I would do that. I would like to see if people would be interested in that. It'd be interesting. Sean, that was Sorted. That was where I met my buddy Henry. When Halo 2 lobby's coming back. We'll see if there's enough demand for it. We'll see. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it. I'll do one more wave of comments, and then I think I'm gonna call it. But it's been good. It's been a good day. I still think, yeah, I saw that. Why not do that? Thank you, Ferrari Kid. He is the G. Burris of today. The pizza is getting cold. Yeah, well, we'll have a Halo day soon. We'll have a Halo day soon. We'll get it done. Gotta remember that the super chats take a minute to load. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay. Okay. It's been good. It's been good. But guys, please, before I go, can you guys let me know if there's anything I can do to improve these streams, or if you just like the way it is? Just please let me know. I'd really appreciate it, because I think having the streaming software is. Thank you for the super chat. What's your least favorite of your projects? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm just kind of bitter towards the Magnum and the EG Hatch because I just never really got my time with them. I would say that. They just stopped me from really enjoying them. I can't believe I missed this whole life. Bill, one more. Thank you for the super chat where you kept me here for a little bit longer. You didn't miss the whole. There'll be another one. There'll be another one. Don't worry. Super chat time extension. But Bill, one more. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. The EG is front wheel drive. Yeah, it is, but the diff doesn't work in it for some reason, and it was like a $1,500 to $2,000 diff. Pisses me off. Made me so sad. Javi, thank you for coming, first timer. All-wheel drive, the EG Broham. It's like 10 grand to do that. I don't got that. I don't have that. Bill, one more. Just keep me updated, dude. Here. Just email here. Please hold. Sean, oh, here we go. Somebody let G-Burrs know we filled in admirably. Dude, it's so funny how there's like lore to the end of my chats now. That's so funny, dude. That is so funny. Like, it's not the legend of the stream itself. It's the legend of the end of the streams. Even the chair has legend. Yes, this is the chair that's been with me since the beginning of That Dude in Blue. That's right. I edited my first car video in this chair. Actually, that's a lie. It's probably been a year after. Oh God, the Ferrari kid. Thank you for the super chat. Any plans to come to the Northwest? Would love to have you drive the Liger Zero. Yeah, I would absolutely love to do a car scene kind of thing up in the Northwest for sure. It's definitely the thing. It's probably the part of the country I haven't filmed with yet, for sure. Do you remember, Serta, the mattress company? They make this chair. Oh man, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. And plus, it's so beautiful up there. It's so beautiful up there. I have been to Canada several times. here, I made a video about Quebec. It wasn't the rest of Canada, but I did a bunch of videos in Quebec. And I've also been to Alberta. I've been to Lake Louise. I've been to Vancouver. Like, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. This was a good one. That was a good video. Bill Wilmore, back again. Favorite place to film so far? How about that new Corvette? That's right, dude. Thank you for the super chat, Bill Wilmore. I loved filming in Puerto Rico. It's one of my favorites I've ever done. The people, the cars are super weird and unique. Stuff you would never see in the United States. My wife is from there, so that really helped us. It was great. It was great. A very memorable trip. I love filming in Quebec. That's one of my favorites. Florida's always been good to me, but it's always so annoying to review cars here because it's flat and straight. There's not a lot of cool corner roads there. Yeah, I'll go. Like, Hawaii was also awesome. Oahu was amazing. That was great. But thank you for the bill. That was a great question. Thank you. B-Trip, thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Well, thank you, David Squared. Built one more. Appreciate the Davids. I also, in Quebec, I reviewed a Turbo FRS, the R35 Nismo GTR, a 2015 Bolt-On STI. I also met it's where I filmed Jesse's Jetta. It's my most viewed video ever. They built a replica of Jesse's Jetta from the first Fast and Furious, and Chad Lindbergh, who was Jesse, came and saw it. So that was really cool. On Mexico's car scene, I did, not technically Mexico's car scene, I'll be honest with you, but I did do Baja 1000. It did really badly. I was really sad about it, but the video's a banger. Highly recommend going to check it out. I'm going to link you guys that one. It did. I was so sad, but I love this video. Absolutely love this video. Yeah, AGN, it was in Quebec City, believe it or not. Loved it. I did a bunch of stuff in Quebec City 3 years in a row, and then I did some stuff in Montreal as well. Contrary to what a lot of people said, everybody I pretty much met in Quebec was super cool and super nice. Like, it was awesome. I got to drag race people in like 8 different people's cars. It was awesome. Sean, thank you for the super chat. Best places to live with access to the Smokies. Yeah, Tennessee, obviously. Definitely the best place to be. Probably Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Cleveland, Tennessee, Knoxville, Nashville. Standard stuff. Definitely the best place to be for that. Ferrari Kid, super chat, thank you so much. You guys are just, you guys are keeping me, man. It's so funny. Interest in driving a 1994 348 Speciale? Yes, absolutely. That sounds amazing. Count me in. That sounds awesome. Freaking awesome. Wow. You guys are so nice. Like, Tyler lives in Louisiana. North Georgia is awesome too. Just I love it. Absolutely love North Georgia. An excavator? I've never driven an excavator. I would do it though. AJN, I'm gonna send you another video from that. What was it? This video went crazy. I think, if I remember right, I raced a bunch of people in this video. Yes, I did. Raced this video came out great. It was a great video. That's another Quebec video for you. It was at St. Eustache drag strip that is now closed, but great memories there. Great memories there. Every person I met threw me the keys to their car and said, race it. It was one of the best days ever. One of the best days ever. Yeah, no, I have not been to Dominican Republic. Have not been there yet. What's the best driving road in GA? Probably Blood Mountain. Blood Mountain, Brasstown Bald's pretty good, but yeah, Richard B. Russell's amazing. When there's no traffic on Richard B. Russell, it's hard to beat. You're very welcome, Adrian, for sure. Ferrari Kid, here we go. Would you review a Volvo? I don't even know what that is. EC360EL. I got one too. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's an excavator? I'm over here thinking it was like some rare car. It's literally a freaking construction piece of construction equipment. That's so funny. That's so that just shows how naive I am with that stuff, dude. That's so funny. Got me. Sean, the answer is yes, I would do it. Who is worse, GSP or Virginia Police on speeding? Virginia State Police on speeding. Virginia Police, I just, yeah, you're not going to have a good day. You're not going to get a good day. You might get a nice GSP if you're pulled over, but yeah, like Virginia Police are so bad about speeding that it's just rough, man. Just rough. Rush, okay, they've trapped me with the super chats, okay? I can't have somebody super chat and be like, bye. That's just rude. It's just rude. No, Sean. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. I think we're there. I think we're there now. You kept me another 10 minutes. All right. Let's see. I'm going to let it load one more time. Trinidad, that's awesome, dude. Thank you. That's super cool. Okay. I gotta call it. The missus is waiting for me. David, idea reaction to the super running from the floor. I definitely was thinking about it, Dom. Definitely. Oh, God, Ferrari got me again. Hold on. But no, Dom, I'm definitely going to screenshot that idea. I should definitely do that. Because it was the weirdest chase I've ever seen. I saw it the other day. Ferrari Kid, super chat time extension, but seriously, gotta go. Thank you. Dude, you're absolutely welcome. Have a great night. Absolutely. Yeah, I would review another Iron Red Line if it was different, right? If it was different enough from the last one. But, okay. I'll see you guys. It was awesome. I really had a good time. I love streaming. It's so much fun with you guys. Thank you for joining me once again. Next time, let's try to get a little bit even more viewership. I think we're on to something here. B-Trip, last super chat of the night. No! No, B-Trip, don't redact it. I want to see what you had to say. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I got it on my streaming software. The channel made me like turbos, but since I've acquired better liking to Pro Track. Yeah, no. I like both. I like both. Pro Charger is more simple. Less things can go wrong. You can't throw belts. But for ease of install, Pro Charger. For more power overall, turbos with more maintenance. There you go. Ferrari Kid, let's get you some Ferrari's Volvo Liger soon. Oh, man. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Thank you guys once again. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll try to make a video about the ZR1X tomorrow. I know we all kind of know everything about it, but I'll make a video about it. We'll make a video about it. So, I shall see you guys next time. Have a great night, everyone.